Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ledy H Retami, the 7th semester students of English Education Departments. Okay, first, the honorable of our first examiners, Mr. Januari MED. I do thanks to Mr. who has given me opportunities so I can present my proposal entitled Using Right Per Square Technique in Teaching Writing at Mandua Kampar. Okay, we go to the chapter 1. It's about the background of the problems. So, writing is not only one of the elements of constructing grammatically correct sentences and using correct spelling. Writing is also a way to find knowledge about the subject. This is why the first step of writing is to get an idea written and requires more attention. So, Arensky in 2000 found that writing the opening as a paragraph is the most difficult task for students. It's because of they needed quite a lot of time to collect their thoughts. G.B. Hinton in 1988 found that writing is complicated and difficult to teach. It requires not only grammar and rhetorical, and also the concept and the judgments. So, based on the researchers' preliminary observations at Mandua Kampar, the researchers found that many students have difficulties in learning English, especially in writing. Many students didn't like to writing English text. It's because of they have a lack of vocabularies that can make them difficult to share their ideas. And after that, they felt uncomfortable in their task, as seen by their inability to compose an essay about a writing descriptive text. They felt uncomfortable, and after that, they didn't understand and difficult to comprehend the materials. Second, the students have variety of background that didn't connect it with unfamiliar texts. For example, they have a variety background knowledge from their environment or from their family. They said to me that learning English is not very important for them. The third problem is students probably know the words orally, but they can't deliver in written form. For example, they know how to pronounce can, but they didn't know how to write can. The last is students felt struggle to explore and communicate their ideas. So, in teaching writing, the researchers found that the teachers only use the content from English textbooks. As a result of these issues, the researchers believe that using right per square as an alternative technique to improve students' learning in English, and after that improve education's quality, especially in Mandua Kampar. Okay, next we go to the limitations of the problems. Based on the background of the problem above, the researchers limited the problems on right per square as a technique in teaching process, especially in descriptive text, in order to know the significant difference on students' writing ability of descriptive text taught with and without using right per square technique at the 10 grade students of Mandua Kampar. Okay, next we go to the formulations of the problems. So there are 3 formulations of the problems. The first one is how is the student's writing ability of descriptive text without using right per square technique of the 10 grade students of Mandua Kampar. The second one is how is the student's writing ability of descriptive text taught by using right per square techniques of the 10th grade students of Mandua Kampar. And the last one is there any significant difference on students' writing ability of descriptive text taught with and without using the right per square techniques to the 10th grade student of Mandua Kampar? Next, we go to the objective of the research. There are 3 objectives of the research. The first one is to investigate the students' writing ability of descriptive text taught without using right per square technique at the 10th grade students of Mandua Kampar. The second one is to investigate the students' writing ability of descriptive text taught by using right pair square technique at the 10th grade student of MAN 2 Kampar. And the last one is to investigate whether there is significant difference on student rating ability taught with and without using right pair square techniques at the 10th grade students of MAN 2 Kampar. Okay, next we go to the definitions of the key terms. So the first one is right pair square. Right pair square is the kind of a cooperative learning. According to M. Jacobs in 2013, he said that right pair square is a cooperative learning that can make students more effective for developing understanding, role-taking, and after that comparisons and empathy. And according to Jacobs and Go in 2007, said that the technique is the teachers divide the students of a small group of 4, and after that the teachers divide the students into pairs. Next we go to the techniques. According to Brown 2001, techniques is any exercise, activities, and tasks in the classroom to meet the learning objectives. And after that, 3 in teaching writing. According to Brown 2000, state that teaching is showing or helping someone to learn how to do something, providing with the knowledge, causing to know or to understand. So, writing is an essential tool for learning a discipline and helping students to improve their writing skills. It's a responsibility of the students and teachers. Okay, next we go to the chapter 2, theoretical frameworks. The first one is the concept of writing. So in this concept of writing, there are five items. The first one is definitions of writing, and after that the purpose of writing, the kinds of writing, and after that the steps of writing, and then teaching writing. So I took the theory from White 1986, and after that Pinchas 1998, and after that Osima and Hogwe in 1991, Noonan in 1989, Hammer in 2001, and after that Brown 2001. And after that B, cooperative language learning. In the cooperative language learning, there are 2 items. The first one is the type of cooperative language learning, and after that the benefit of cooperative language learning. The theory that I took are from also and Kagan in 1997, and after that Fauziati in 2009, and after that Richard 2001. And after that, C is concept of right pair square. There are 3 items. The first one is definitions of right pair square, and after that the steps of right pair square, and after that the last one is the benefit of right pair square. The theory that I took is from the Jacob 2014, and after that the George in 1994, and after that George M. Jacob and Stephen G. McCafferty in 2006, and after the Kagan 2009. Next we go to the relevant research. So there are 5 relevant research that I found. The first one is by Putri Asih Lestari 2018, and after that the second relevant research by Desi Arisandi 2013, and the third relevant research by Siti Sulaiha 2014, and the fourth relevant research by Dwi Arni Siti 2010, and after that the fifth relevant research by Siti Zahra Pakas, Dewi Kurniawati, and Satria Adi Pradana in 2019. Okay, next we go to the operational concepts. According to Mr. Shafi'i in 2015, operational concept is derived from related theoretical on all of the variables that must be practically and empirically and operated in research paper. So to avoid misunderstanding in this research, the researcher will follow the operational concept as a guide. The study is designed to variable, independent variable, and dependent variable. Independent variable denoted by X in using right pair square techniques, and dependent variable denoted by Y is in the teaching writings. So next we go to the chapter 3 in research designs. So this type of the research is an experimental study. And the theory from Creswell 2008 and Cohen et al. In 2005, and after that Sings 2006. And the design of this research is quasi-experimental designs, according to Anderson and Arsenault 1998, and after that Ledy et al. In 2006. So, according to Anderson and Arsenault in 1998, quasi-experimental design is to examine the differences on researchers' classes with some of natural characteristics by using treatment or interventions. Next, we go to time and locations. So, this research will be conducted at MAN 2 Kampar Riau. It's located on Jalan Riau, Pekanbaru, Bangkinang, Tanjung Rambutan, and Kampar. So, this research will be conducted in February 2022. And after that, about the subject and object. The subject of this research is the 10th grade students of MAN 2 Kampar, and the object of this research is the influence of using right pair square techniques in teaching descriptive text. Next, we go to the populations and sample. So the total populations is in that school at the 10th grade students there are 3 classes. The first one is Science 1. The Science 1 is 17 students, and after that Science 2 there were 16 students, and the Social 1 there were 22 students. So the total population is 55 students. Okay, so the sample of the research, the researchers will use the cluster random sampling. So according to Ledy et al. In 2006, cluster random sampling is the process of selecting classes but randomly, and it's not allowed to take a class individually. So in this research, the writer took the class by using lottery. Okay, next we go to the technique of collecting the data. The technique of collecting the data, the researchers will use the pre-test and post-test. So pre-test is to know the student's rating ability on descriptive text before using the treatments, and after that post-test is to know the student's rating ability on descriptive text after using the treatment of using right pair square techniques. Okay, next we go to the data analysis. The researcher will focus on the items in Hughes in 2002 of element of rating to analyze the student's test in writing descriptive text. The elements of Hughes is content, organizations, vocabulary, mechanics, and grammar. Okay, I think that's all from my presentations today. Thank you so much, and I do apologize for all of my mistakes and weaknesses. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.